my fellow human beings, we are live. This is Live Free or Die, and I'm your host, Eli King, reporting to you live from deep inside the heart of FEMA Region Number 2 here in Manhattan, New York City. And thank you for joining me for another wonderful episode of Live Free or Die. All right. Last week we did a little Bilderberg coverage. I got a lot of emails thanking me, but I also got a lot of emails of people who wanted to see their interview, so I brought in all the footage I could, and if I didn't get you, I truly do apologize. A lot of my audio got messed up, and a lot of my footage got messed up, but hopefully I got you in this next Bilderberg clip. And for those of you who don't know what the Bilderberg group is, let me just read to you here from the an excerpt from Jim Tucker's Bilderberg Diary. The Bilderberg Group is an organization of political leaders and international financiers that meets secretly every spring to make global policy. There are about 110 regular Rockefellers, Rothschilds, bankers, heads of international corporations, and high government officials from Europe and North America each year. A few new people are invited if found useful. They return to future meetings. If not, they are discarded. Decisions reached at these secret meetings affect every American and much of the world. This book examines the history and actions of the secret group that calls itself Bilderberg and the efforts of one courageous reporter, James P. Tucker Jr., who has been trailing Bilderberg for nearly 40 years to focus on the spotlight of the cameras and the actions. They have what many have called the world's shadow government. So, that's just a basic breakdown of the Bilderberg and those scumbags who meet in secret to decide our fate, and they decide who's president, and they make all the decisions, and we were out there in their face telling them, no, you don't make the decisions, the people make the decisions. It was like, it was great out there. The electricity, the fire of 1776 was everywhere. It's like we got a connection from the forefathers, and it's like they live through us today. All right, enough of the ranting. Let's get to this wonderful Bilderberg clip.
We kiss our children, we go to work. Hey, get up in the morning, we kiss our children, we go to work. Hey, we're out here defending this country. Who are you defending? Who are you defending? Wrong side. Gentlemen, you're on the wrong side this time. You are on the wrong side this time. You need to look at why these people are out here. We're not out here getting a sunburn or nothing. Think about it. Your boys are having a lot of fun down there, and don't tell me they don't love it. Glad you're not getting involved.
All right, right now we are here at the front gate of the Marriott in Chantilly, Virginia, where two people were just arrested. Sir, did you see any of the arrest action over there?
I did. I caught it on video.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Can you tell me exactly what happened on your account?
Well, basically, some people were standing like on the curb off in the street, and the cops said, "Get off the street, get off the street." So the guys started to get off the street. One of them was still standing in the street. They just grabbed him. They grabbed him. Three of them grabbed him.
Get off in time.
Yeah, he didn't get off in
Because
time.
the crowds were
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so
Took
aggressive
three of
out
them
there.
and pinned him down on the car.
What's your name and where you're from?
Isaiah, I'm from Syracuse, New York.
Awesome, awesome. I live in Manhattan, New York myself. And what brings you out here today?
Brings me out here is just passion for the truth, passion for justice, and deep care for my human race.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, thank you very much, sir.
Pleasure.
I appreciate your
Thank you, sir.
viewing account. All right, sir. What is your name and where are you from?
My name's Ransom Godwin. I'm from New Mexico. And
Okay. What brings you out here to the Bilderberg conference?
well, to tell you the truth, just because I happen to be in the area and I don't get a chance to go to things like this and voice my opinion, take pictures of other patriots, and just pretty much show everybody that there are a lot of awake people. And
Go ahead.
Basically that I get tired of people talking about when you're one of those conspiracy theory people, because the only conspiracy theory is that it's not happening.
Well, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
That's true.
That's right. Well, anything else you want to tell the world or millions of Manhattanites that live in New York City?
Live free or die. Live to be free to live, or die trying.
And can you tell them how important the Constitution is?
Constitution is the backbone of America. It's the ideal of everything we stand for, from our great-grandparents all the way down. It doesn't matter who you are. It represents the rights of individuals for anything that you do. Your right to decide for whatever you do in your life, whether it's what you talk about or what you eat or where you go, how you go there, what you're wearing.
Well said, sir. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Man.
All right, sir. What is your name and where are you from?
I'm Chris Niger. I'm from Waynesboro, Pennsylvania.
Awesome. And what brings you here to the Bilderberg Conference?
Well, I've been watching Alex Jones for about a year and a half, and I think Alex has really awakened me. And I also work for the Army at Dietrich, and I got to be careful saying that, but they could come after me. However, I've had personal experiences. A lot what Alex is saying is true. I'm concerned about my kids. And I would have to say, after about 2 weeks ago with that gentleman, that 37-year-old gentleman that was beat to a pulp out west by the police officers, I think that really pushed me over the edge. And now you're going to see Chris Nygaard with his big mouth at all these demonstrations. I have a lot to say. I think the Bilderberg are totally, these globalists from Europe are totally against the Logan Act. They're meeting with politicians, which is a violation. And they need to go back home. We had a revolution in 1776 to get rid of the British royalty, the European globalists, and now they're slithered back into this country in the last 60 years. And part of their castle or their arrangement is the private Federal Reserve. That has to go too. This is a fact for everyone out there. This is a fact that since 1913 to the present, we have lost at least 95% of the value of the dollar. All right? That's almost a kiss of death for our great country. We're going to have to turn it around, get back to a democratic republic as soon as possible. We need to obey the Constitution of the United States and the first 10 amendments. If we don't, we're in for some serious hard times. So that's one of the reasons I'm here. That's one of the reasons.
Can you tell my audience what is the importance of the Constitution?
The importance of the Constitution, one of the aspects is it gives you a basic set of rights as human beings, okay? That means we don't have a pure democracy in this country. We have a democratic republic. The republic part is our Constitution. The voting part is the democracy, all right? So with the Constitution, with the politicians following the Constitution, then when the 51% or 60% say, I don't like hairspray, ban hairspray, or I don't want women to vote no more, we're the majority. I guess women will have to stop voting. No, it cannot happen, because the other half is the Constitution, and the Constitution guarantees rights. So bottom line is, a rich person in the United States and a poor person making only like $15,000 on Skid Row, but an American, should be treated with the same situation, same rights, the same way legally. All Americans have the same right. That's one of the beauties of the Constitution. You can think of the Constitution as almost the 10 Commandments. You wonder why we have 10 Bill of Rights. I have to admit, our founding fathers were just brilliant. They knew their history. And it's so simple. All our politicians have to do is get back to the Constitution. Let's get the criminal rate, their corruption rate down to where it used to be, like maybe 20, 30%. You're never going to get rid of all the corruption. But right now we're rampant. We basically have little mafias, and we're at almost 100% corruption level. Because I can tell you right now, I'm 48 years old. When I was a young man, 20 years old, I remember actually going after, there was tariff laws. We had government actually doing the right thing. There was still some government sectors going after monopolies, all right? You remember Mr. Black with the savings and loan. He did something. He actually put a few people in jail. What happened just recently with the TARP and all this garbage on Wall Street, okay? Not one white suitor has gone to jail. For example, now the first thing that comes to mind is John Gorzine. What a mobster. That man should go to jail. He took $1.2 billion from 50,000 plus private accounts. And they still call him honorable? These are the kind of travesties that are really starting to irk me, okay? That's another reason why I'm here. I mean, that's why we need to get back to the Constitution. And once you get away from the Constitution, you open up the Pandora's box to hell. And it's already halfway open right now. We can slam it shut, but get back to the Constitution. Thank you.
Any other final points or any important messages you want to give to the world?
All I can say is we need to stand. The time is now to stand up peacefully, hopefully as long as we can. Stand up for your basic human dignity. In all these other countries, you have similar documents like the Magna Carta, similar constitutions. Rediscover your constitutions and the like we are in the United States, okay? Get back to your basics. Tell your politicians you won't go for this any longer. All these secret meetings and violations. Only evil people meet in secret. You do it publicly at your town halls and at your state legislatures. So bottom line, people of the world, citizens of the world, get together peacefully, restore your constitutions, and you will find that everything will come back in order, back in sync. That's it.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. All righty.
All right.
Criminals and pedophiles. Please do your job and arrest Henry Kissinger immediately. Thank you. Probably the same after Dallas. U.S. aliens, globalists, criminals scum inside, pedophiles. People trying to get rid of this country's constitution, trying to bring in a new world order. If they want to go somewhere, I say take them to the police station and drop them off. They need to be prosecuted for violating federal law, but Logan has to be specific. Officer, you can use your turn signal next time, please.
Because her arms hurt so bad opening drawers. And the doctor said, we need to do
How you doing? So, what is your name and where are you from?
It's John Coppell. I'm from right now New Jersey, but I've lived in the New York metropolitan area most of my life.
What brings you out here to the Bilderberg meeting?
I want to take my country back. I want freedom. I want to end the police state. I want to support our Constitution, support the Bill of Rights. And it's being stolen by Nazis in America, by globalists.
Can you tell my audience what is the importance of our Constitution and how can we restore it?
The Constitution is the foundation of this country, and it's close support of our God-given rights of free speech, the right to due process. Right now, the corrupt and lowly Congress is basically servants for the elite who don't even live in this country. They passed, on January 1st, they passed the NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, which takes away all our due process rights. They've also passed a law that would make it a felony to protest in front of a federal building, so that would allow our right to due process, which I believe is...
Watch out, sir! They're slamming small people to the ground. Watch out! They're slamming people to the ground. You may not want to go in there.
Our right to peaceably assemble. I think that's the first Bill of Rights. They're taking that away. They want to, you know, from Operation Fast and Furious, that they're trying to destroy our Second Amendment rights, the right to have guns. Now, ironically, I don't own a gun. I never will own a gun. I don't advocate violence. But it's part of our constitutional right to own a gun. And yet the federal government was the biggest criminal under Attorney General Holder and under Bush administration as well. And this is well documented on Alex Jones' InfoWars, how they've literally given guns to military-grade weapons to Mexican drug lords, so that they could then thereby blame that incredible amount of violence and murders, including federal agents, on the use of guns, to say, okay, you shouldn't have guns anymore, look at what's happening.
Any other final points or any important messages you want to give to the world?
Remember God, remember the love that God has given us, and remember that this group, the Bilderbergs, the Illuminati, they worship Satan. They don't worship God, they worship Satan. If you love God, you should join this movement to protect God's gift to us, which is this beautiful earth.
Well, thank you very much. God bless America. God save the Constitution. I appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. Straight from Bilderberg. We gave it to you, well, not first, but not last. A lot of great patriots out there that gave me some good interviews. I'd like to thank those people. You guys are real constitutionalists in my eyes. All right. If you want to give me a call, we are live. It is June 9th, 2012. The number is 212-757-1538 or 212-757-1541. We are live. You want to comment on Bilderberg or you want to talk about anything else? Give me a call. All right. Let's get into some news now. My first article today is about Ron Paul. We've got some bad news about Ron Paul, people. No, he didn't die. But you got a lot of angry Ron Paul supporters. This article by Paul Joseph Watson says, Ron Paul supporters decry Rand's endorsement of Romney. That's right, his son, Senator Rand Paul, seems to have endorsed Mitt Romney. And it says here, Rand Paul's decision to endorse Mitt Romney as a Republican candidate for president is causing a firestorm of outrage amongst Ron Paul supporters who are accusing the Kentucky senator of selling out to the political establishment. I agree, because, like I've said before, I am not a Democrat, I am not a Republican, I am a constitutionalist. Now, before I was a constitutionalist, ever since I was 18, actually, when I first registered to vote, I was registered as an independent. And until recently, I changed my my political party, to the Republican Party so that I can vote for Ron Paul in the primary. But after receiving this horrible news, because I hate the Republicans and I hate the Democrats, I am now going to switch my party again. This is the registration form, and as you see on the bottom, you can barely see it probably, it says constitutionalist. They asked you, which party you want to be with, Democrats, Republicans, blah blah blah. Well, I now am going back, and I'm going back to my roots as a constitutionalist, and I encourage every one of you out there to do the same. We need to bring a third party that is unlike these two other parties that are basically scum. They are bought and paid for by Goldman Sachs, Bain Capital, J.P. Morgan, and all the other foreign banksters that run this country today, including Bilderberg, who actually picks the president. So if it's going to be Romney and Obama in November, it's like voting for the essential of two evils. And why would you vote for Romney? I mean, I think I'd rather stick with Obama because I know that evil bastard. At least I know the evil bastard I'm dealing with. Now, if Romney gets in, then everybody's going to go back to sleep. And, you know, oh, give him 100 days. Oh, give him, you know, more time. Give him a year. Give him 2 years, like everybody did with Obama. So if it's going to be Romney-Obama, I'd rather stick with Obama because we know what he's up to. Romney is just going to put everybody to sleep and get everything passed, new gun restrictions and new nanny state laws. It's just very upsetting to me, and let's move on. All right, we have a caller. Caller, you are on the air.
Hello. How you doing?
Caller, you are on the air. State your name and where you're from.
Yeah, I'm Owen from Manhattan, New York.
Oh, boy. Hello, hello.
Yeah, hi. Owen from Manhattan, New York.
All right. Seems we're having trouble with the lines here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, hello. How you doing? Sure.
I could barely hear you, caller.
Yeah,
This is horrible. All right, try it again. Caller, you there?
Yeah, I saw you.
All right, I hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Started to hear that news, man. It's an outrage. It seems like it went from bad to worse. It looks like either way we're still doomed. Unless, you know, something is done. But,
Absolutely. What do you suggest, Steve from Midtown? Tell the people.
What happened?
What do you suggest, Steve from Midtown? Tell the people.
Yeah, man. You know, people got to start waking up, man. This is no joke. You know?
Absolutely.
And because, remember, you know, you got your banks and your Federal Reserve running this country, ain't your leaders. It's your banks. They're the ones running things. It's just like Medicaid. See, Medicaid is getting more strict now. And
Right.
so now, they're like only paying for generics that's really killing people. So basically, the only way they're going to save is by killing people, which is part of their depopulation agenda.
Absolutely. I appreciate the call, Steve. It's all a depopulation agenda, and Obamacare is the worst care. It's Romney wrote the Obamacare bill. It's a Romney bill. Oh, boy. Caller, you are on the air. State your name and where you're from.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Talk to me, brother. What's on your mind?
yeah, this is Owen from Manhattan.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Turn down your TV. Listen to me on the phone, please.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I just want to ask you about this constitutionalist movement that you guys looking still into the 9/11 conspiracy and the backers behind that.
Well, everybody knows 9/11 was an inside job. If you don't know, if you don't see the clues, I don't know, get a clue.
No, I understand. That's what I was just going to ask about that. I wasn't sure if you guys were still behind that or obviously still going forward with looking into that because it's kind of been like a dead issue for a few years now. You don't hear too much about it. People trying to find out what exactly happened.
Well, I am always behind it. Will always support this. I will always move forward with it. I appreciate the call. And, see, it's not about an individual like Ron Paul. It's about the idea. You cannot stop the idea. The idea is just, you cannot stop an idea whose time has come. No standing army, no nation, no one can stop the idea of freedom and liberty. And let's move on to this other story because we are running out of time. Let's speak of more tyrannical garbage. Let's talk about Mayor Bloomberg now. Control freak central. Nanny Mayor Bloomberg moves to outlaw sugary drinks in New York. My friend Thomas from Brooklyn wanted me to talk about this. So a big shout out to Thomas there in Brooklyn. And he's very upset because he loves drinking soda. Even though I told him soda's bad for you, you shouldn't drink it, but he loves drinking his soda. And soda is bad for you, especially the diet soda. The diet soda has the aspartame in it, which will give you diabetes, will make you blind, give you migraines, and kill you faster than the regular corn syrup. So you might as well drink regular soda if you're going to drink soda. Now, Mayor Bloomberg says, no, we don't want you to have this big sodas over 16 ounces. You know, Emperor Palpatine over here tells me that I can't drink soda. If I want to smoke crack on the corner, that's my business, you scumbag. Oh, that guy gets me heated. And then he wants to ban salt. Like, come on. This is America, people. Bloomberg, get your Emperor Palpatine laws out of my business, you filthy animal. You scumbag. I can't stand that guy. That guy is one tyrannical son of a bitch. Excuse my language. I know this is a family show, but it's the truth. You know, this is just a beta test, people. If we let this happen, taking away our rights of what to eat, we can't have salt in our food, we can't have soda. If we let this happen, just imagine what's going to happen next. What is he going to take away next? Is he going to ration our meat? Is he going to ration our food? Because that's what's going to happen next. Well, looks like we're about running out of time. I wanted to cover this next article. Military moms make statement by breastfeeding in uniforms. I actually had the photo, but I forgot to bring it in. We'll show that photo next week. Big ups to you, military moms, breastfeeding. That's what all military moms should do, breastfeed in uniform. Show what it's all about. All right, people. Looks like my time is up. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you for all the emails. Thank you for all the feedback. Without you, this would not be possible. So you people are that keeps me going here. I thank you guys. Thank you so much. Oh boy. God bless America. God save the Constitution. And if you have received this transmission, then you are the resistance.